So I heard about this game, Warface Breakout, and I decided to give it a chance only because I was told that it's the console's version of CS:GO. Now at $20, I didn't expect much, but at the same time, I expected just a little bit more. Now I've only had this game for a couple of days, ever since its last big update, and one of the biggest complaints I have about this game is hits registering. Now, from what I can tell, if you're not shooting someone in the face, you might as well not be shooting at all. And I feel like with tactical shooters like this, that shouldn't always be the case. Now, as you saw in the previous clips, I was shooting first, still didn't get the kill. Now check out this clip, I slow it down for you. Now, out of all the shots I took, only 4 registered. 4. Now here, I'm clearly shooting, shots go through his head, and my reticle isn't on target, yet I'm hitting. How does that make sense? I will be the first to admit that I literally should have not gotten that kill. Now, up until about 4 or 5 matches in the game, I just, it was like, maybe I'm just missing. Maybe I'm not as good at this game as I would like to be. But it wasn't until this specific clip that you're about to see when I realized that my hits just are not registering. Check it out. I even slow it down so you can see just how many times I hit this guy, and none of it registered. He walks through a clear headshot as I'm continuously shooting, and he still kills me. 2 hits dealt. 2 hits were dealt. How? Are the bullets going through the player? I couldn't understand how it worked. So I just kept recording and I kept getting more clips. And it was literally this match where I decided, you know what? I have to make a video about this game. I have to make a video. I have to show people the current state of this game, because I feel for $20, it's more of a beta than a completed game. Look how many shots I put on target before they realized where I were, and he killed me. Now, I'm not saying I should have killed both of them, but at least one. Now, with all of that being said, the hits not registering, headshots being the only type of shots that count, when this game works, it's actually pretty fun. It's a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I played this game all in all for a total of about 10 hours, and even after I turned it off, I just wanted to get on and just keep playing, just because, like I said, when it works, it works. Now, with all of that being said, there's a few things I forgot to mention about the game. As of now, there's only one game mode available, and it's bomb. Basically, you're either an attacker, a reaper, or you're a defender, a warden. Now, as the reaper, it's your job to either wipe out the enemy team or plant a C4 bomb and protect it until it detonates. And if you're the warden, your job is to either wipe out the enemy team or defuse the C4 bomb once it's planted. As of now, there are limited amount of maps, but like I say, the game is still an early version. I really expect it to be fixed, and once it is fixed, I expect this game to be a lot of fun. It already is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. I expect this game to be a lot more competitive than what it currently is. If you actually got to play CSGO and you have a console, I feel like this will be a great game for you. On the other hand, if you only play games like me, like Siege or Call of Duty, this is a much slower paced game. So sometimes you want to rush in and take the enemies out. Sometimes you want to just wait. You can actually hear them walking. The sound isn't quite perfect. Sometimes you'll hear your own footsteps and it'll throw you off and you'll just miss that kill. But overall, it's a really good game. As of now, at the end of every match, you do get rewarded. Sometimes you get a loot crate, which can contain anything from weapon cosmetics to operator cosmetics. Now, the operators in this game, they're not like Siege, where every operator has a gimmick or a gadget. Every operator is the same, every loadout is the same, whether you're a warden or a reaper. It depends what type of weapons are readily available to your team. At the start of the map, you'll have a limited amount of CR, which is in-game currency, that you can purchase new weapons or items such as flashbangs, grenades, or smoke bombs. Now, after every match, if you don't spend that money, it piles up and you can eventually buy better, stronger weapons. Like I mentioned earlier, it has loot crates, but the loot crates are merely cosmetic. There's no pay to win aspect of this game, which is why I really like it. Like, I couldn't log on, drop 40 bucks, get the strongest gun in the game, and just wreck. Like, I had to learn how to play, I had to learn the tempo of the game, I had to learn the maps, and everything in the loot box is purely cosmetic. Now, if you want to spend money on the game to get that one piece of cosmetic item that you want, by all means go ahead, but it is not required to progress in this game. As far as communication goes, there is an in-game pinging system which isn't fully explained right out at the beginning. It was something I didn't figure out until maybe 4 or 5 matches in. I learned how to ping enemies, I learned how to ping where someone is. There is an in-game chat, you plug in your mic, you're straight, you're good to go. I haven't run into many people that use a mic in this game. I don't know if that's a thing, but for the most part, communication is easy with this game. One thing that really stood out to me about this game is the soundtrack. Now, it's licensed music, so if you're a streamer or a content creator like myself, don't forget to turn it off before you start recording, or you might run into licensing issues. However, if you're not, the soundtrack to this game really gets you in the mood, it really gets you ready to go, and the music is not too loud where it's distracting, but it's just the right tone. I highly suggest you listen to it.
Reaper victory. Begins.
My personal decision of the game for 20 bucks is what I expected. It's pretty fun when it works. When it's not working, it'll have you ready to just smash your controller into pieces. Trust me, I was almost there. It's one of those games where if you got a good group of friends, you want to log on and try something new, I highly suggest you check it out. There is plans on it being seasons of this game with future content, more game maps, and more game modes, so I can't wait to see what the developers roll out. It's a great game. I honestly feel like if you have 20 bucks and you're looking for something new, give it a shot. It won't be the worst game you buy, trust me. But tell me what you think. If you bought Warface Breakout, comment below. Tell me how you feel about the game. Tell me what your favorite map and maybe what your favorite gun is. Me personally, as you can see, I'm an SMG guy. I feel like they hit just hard enough and the rate of fire is just fast enough for me to get that upper hand on my opponent. So let me know what you think.